I have played Hypixel Skyblock for about over a year now, spread across different profiles and different levels of progression. My main profile has about 270 hours of playtime, and over all that time I still do not have the fabled Terminator. For those of you not aware of the Terminator, somehow, or if you don't know much about Skyblock, let me explain. Hypixel Skyblock basically isn't Skyblock, so get that idea out of your head at all. I won't explain everything about the game, but what you do need to know for the video is that apart from mobs being tens to hundreds of thousands times stronger than vanilla mobs, there are also bosses that one can face called Slayers. Each Slayer has different tiers, giving different rewards and offering their own specific level. By far, the largest skill gap in Slayers, at least that I know of, because I haven't done Vampire or Blaze Slayers, is the Enderman Slayer. To put this in perspective, on my main profile, I do around 200,000 damage per hit. I have 2,500 health and 675 defense, which is basically a health modifier, which gives me about 19,000 effective HP. The tier 1 Enderman Slayer has 300,000 health and deals about 1,200 damage a second. Obviously for me, at least on my main, this is literally impossible to die to unless I try. Okay, quiz time. If the tier 1 Enderman Slayer has 300,000 health, how much will the tier 2 Enderman Slayer have? Is it A, 1 million health, B, 1.5 million health, or C, 2 million health? Well, guess what, you're wrong. The tier 2 Slayer has 12 million health. Okay, you might be saying, so they scale exponentially. That's not that bad, it'll just take more time to kill. Sure, except for now the boss deals 5,000 damage per second. Oh, and it also gets a shield phase that's 2 times as long as the tier 1, and it deals more damage the longer it takes to knock him out of the phase. Oh, right, and he also throws beacons, and if you don't get them, you just flat out die. So yeah, it is a bit difficult. But of course, there are 4 tiers, not just 2. So what about the 3rd tier? If tier 2 jumped by literally 40 times the health, surely it'll do that again, right? Nope, now it's only 50 million. Still an insane jump, but barely over 4 times the jump. Oh, it also deals 12,000 damage per second, but let's not worry about that yet. The tier 4 Slayer follows the same pattern of only 4 times more health, going up to 21,000 DPS, but basically the point I'm getting at is that these Slayers are so unbalanced with random jumps that I still cannot beat a tier 2 on my main account. Well, actually I probably could if I really tried, but I don't want to, so yeah. The Terminator itself is crafted by dropping a Judgment Core, a 1 in 1,800 chance from killing a tier 4 Slayer. Then of course you need countless other resources, but we'll get to that later. This series, or video, I haven't decided what I want to do yet, will be me on a brand new profile going from absolutely nothing at all to the fabled Terminator. Oh, and also, the only way I can make any money is going to be from specifically Enderman, but that's just a super small detail. We'll figure that out later. Alright, so it's late at night. It's midnight-ish, as you can see on the top of my screen there. But yeah, let's get started with this because I feel like it. So we're obviously not gonna do Iron Man, that would make this absolutely insane. But we are going to make a regular profile. And so I think the goal for this is gonna be, I'm sure I explained it, getting the Terminator. And we're gonna drop the Judgment Core ourselves. We're not gonna craft the other stuff because especially the quartz, that's just not possible when we're not focusing on mining at all on this profile. So we're gonna have to buy that stuff, but we are going to drop the Judgment Core ourselves. Okay, so I leveled up my foraging, just getting wood here because I can't actually, buy any wood. That's not allowed. And so I have 100 contrabanded coins. So I mean I could do a few things with this. I think the most obvious is to void them all. But I don't think that is the most effective way. It's gonna just take a while. So I'm just going to give him 100 coins. That way I have no coins in my inventory, and yeah, I'll just void the apple that he gave me. So yeah, now we're at 0 coins. I think that's kind of the most effective way to do that, to get rid of the contrabanded coins. I'm just going to be gifting them to random people. So yeah, just so you know, they're not going to be any contraband of any type. The one thing though that I will be doing that might be a bit controversial to some people is actually, you know what, let's just get it out of the way now. It's going to be booster cookies, and as you know, booster cookies right now are absolutely insanely expensive. I'm just going to get one with gems, and the reason why, first of all, is if you're on a brand new profile. Oh, I can't get one right now. On a brand new profile, you would just get a new cookie anyway, but because I've played Skyblock before, that's not exactly going to happen. But you would get a free booster cookie. Any of the bits I get from booster cookies, I do not obtain by myself. I'm going to void out because that would be counted as getting, you know, coins or resources from other things. Basically, the small boosts like /BZ, things like that. I'm just going to get it for those quality of life stuff. Alright, so I'm going to kind of voice over for a second here because I was pretty tired at the time and I wasn't speaking super clearly. So basically, the important things that I said during this, you can see I'm mining, just unlocking the deep caverns. I realized eventually that the deep caverns are not all that good for combat XP in general, along with armor. It's just not the best place. So I decided that I needed to unlock the Dwarven Mines, and the reason that I realized I needed to do this was because Glaciate Walkers, first of all, you can kill them in one shot because you only need a pickaxe. They're also going to come in handy later when I need stuff like gemstones to be put in, so having it unlocked now, definitely easy, definitely a nice thing to have. You're going to probably see me mining up some redstone, that's how I unlocked it. And yeah, I got into the Dwarven Mines, started killing some Glaciate Walkers, and you're also going to notice that I'm getting armor pieces every now and then. These armor pieces are crazy overpowered for early game. I don't understand why I'd never thought to do this before. They don't have a combat requirement, they don't have a mining requirement. Super easy to get, very, very overpowered when you do get them. From this point on, I kind of just started the grind into getting Combat 12 to unlock the end, to even really start this challenge, you know, because I'm not able to go into the end yet. This whole challenge basically doesn't exist yet. While I'm kind of doing that, I'm going to walk you guys through what my thought process was and how I'm going to treat this challenge. First things first, coins I can only get from enderman. This means any coins that I get from leveling up skills, from selling things, anything that I do not get specifically from an enderman or an enderman drop is considered contrabanded coins, like you saw, and I trade them off to other people or void them, just get rid of them however I can. The second rule that I have is no getting carried in enderman slayers. I can get carried in other parts of the game, you know, zombie slayers, dungeons, stuff like that, but enderman slayers I have to do myself. But yeah, so I finished grinding out combat XP. I tried bestiary grinding. It wasn't really all that interesting, and it didn't actually give me enough combat XP to be worth it, especially with the drops that the Glaciate people were giving me, which I can't sell for profit, but I can use on myself. And yeah, so I hit combat 12, I get into the end finally. It took way too long. I'm just going to cut back to myself. Sorry if I sound really tired. In the future, I won't record that late at night. Where is the end? Here it is. All right. Travel to the end. Boom. So this is where I would say probably 90% of the profile is going to go from here. Let's talk to Lone Adventure real quick. He's going to tell us about how the end is creepy and there's enderman. Alright, how much damage do we do to an enderman? 140. Okay. So that's bad. So I think the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to void everything I have, all the money I have, and we're going to start actually getting some money. We are at 0 coins, so from now on, anything we make from selling, you know, ender pearls or whatever it is, that's just pure profit. And you know, there are like ender nodes you can get, like these right here, and you know, you break them. And okay, sometimes you get endermite nests, but other times you actually get good stuff. Anything we get from those we can use, but we cannot actually sell any of it. Let's try one more. See if I can actually show you guys what I'm talking about here. There we go. So an enchanted obsidian worth 1,500 coins. Yeah, we're not ever gonna get any of that money. So let's kill a few more of these. Well, I'll kill a few more of these off the camera, get a few coins going, Maybe get like an enderman sword or something. I don't even know if that's a thing. And I'll come back to you when I have a decent start. Let's do that. Take out all of the coins that I have, and now we have 184 coins, which is just barely enough to go over to the weaponsmith right here and grab ourselves an end sword. So now if we go to our island and to our little enchantment area, I don't actually know if we have the ability to get, yeah, I don't have the ender one. Okay, so we can get sharp 5. Scavenger is actually going to be useful, I think. We really need looting as well. So we have a few upgrades on here that we're definitely going to need. But for now, I think that is a good start. So I'm going to go see how much damage I do real quick. Oh my gosh. Alright, let's just do that. I'm just going to put this in the same clip because I'm lazy. So before we were doing what, like, I'm going to hit him and let him kill me. So 99 on a non-crit. Okay. Now we are doing 170 on a non-crit. Okay, that's definitely better. Alright, well, I'm going to get some ender nodes. I'm gonna level up my, I'm gonna look for grand XP bottles. That's the goal. And then I am going to level up my armor, get growth 5, prop 5 on it all. And then I am going to obviously upgrade my sword as well. So I will get a clip once I have all of that ready to go. How much ender pearls are we getting with looting? 4. Oh, okay, wait. That's actually a start. That's legitimately a start now. This is gonna be a grind, but I think that, yeah, this is definitely possible now. It's 3:30. I've been doing this for 3 hours, and dude, I have like a massive headache, so I'm just gonna call that for day 1. For day 1, I would say, you know, good progress. We are now in 3, or I guess like what, half glaciite, diamond, and ender boots. So our armor's kind of random right now. We have a pretty solid epic end sword, you know? We have magic power. We got ourselves the Melody's hair. We're making good, you know, good progress. So I am going to be back on whenever, you know, this isn't going to be a multi-part thing, hopefully. And if it is, each episode is going to be like an hour and a half long. So anyways, I'll be back on whenever, and I'll start making more progress.